Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sim Race TV. Tonight, we're coming to you live. The Monsters of Dirt, Dark Horse Motorsports, Crate Escape Limited Late Models are taking on USA International Speedway here tonight for race number 3 of the season. Evan C. won last week at Knoxville, and Jordan Casey won the first race at Lernerville. So who's going to pull it off here tonight? Not sure. A lot of heavy hitters not going to be here tonight from what I heard, but of course I'm Jay Weezy up in SR TV network booth bringing you this live action. Got some paint still updating out there right now as it sits. Corey Whitworth is on the top of the leaderboard. A 23.094 puts him in first. Bailey Hip in second. Josh Phillips, Davin Cardwell, Jeff Isabel, Adam Scalia, Josh Blanchard, Kevin Kaufman, Travis Card, and Steve Robbins. It's your top 10. And I believe we got, what, 50, 60 cars here tonight. So it's a full house for the Monsters of Dirt. Dark Horse Motorsports, Crate Escape Limited Late Models. So sit back and get ready for this one. I believe we only got about 5 minutes left here in practice, and then they're going to advance it to qualifying, where one of these drivers are going to put it on the pole for race number 3 at USA for the Monsters of Dirt.
Monsters of Dirt.
Just looking through the field at all the great drivers that showed up for this event here tonight. And of course, look at all these great people that help out the Monsters of Dirt to make all of this possible for you guys. Like, I like watching it, so I hope you do too. These guys are going to get it on out there. See some drivers pulling off or getting ready to pull off a pit road. I believe they're having a drivers meeting right now because we're getting set to move on into qualifying and get this show on the road. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. All right, well, we got a driver headed out on the track. Let's ride around here. Looks like Tyler Gurrell's out there. Dark Horse Motorsports. Maybe not. Maybe he's not going to run a lap. Not allowed to run laps during qualifying, I would assume. But anyways, that opens up the door for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring you the point standings. Coming into tonight's race, after 2 races, Evan C. is your points leader with a 10-point lead over Devin Morgan. J.D. Brown, Bailey Hip, Rod Tucker, DCJ, and Garrett Nieberge is your top 8 in points after 2 races, that is. Tonight, that may change up. I'm sure Evan C's over at the VLR race. I could be wrong, but pretty sure he's... Let's look out there and see if Evan's here, our points leader. Yeah, he's here. All right, well, maybe he can hold on to it. Evan C is a wheel man. Watched him win the street stock race at Fairbury. Taking them all to school, man. Showing them how to drive. Gotta love that. Hayden Cardwell, where you at? Come on. Hop in that race car. Get on the racetrack, man. Look, I'm telling you. You got a lot of good drivers in the top 8 in points. Kevin Dedman, Devin Morgan, J.D. Brown, and Bailey Hip just to round out the top 5. and they're only separated by 20 points. Should be a good season. I'm interested to see who's going to win the points. Let's look at some paint jobs. Make sure Trading Paints is update. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. USA International, Lakeland, Florida. We was here with the sprint cars. So you know what kind of track we got in store for us. A 3/4 mile dirt oval shaped like a paper clip. They also run this in asphalt. And of course, if you've never seen any of this action, check out iRacing.com. We need a lot of good drivers. All right, practice is over. We're moving on. It's time to qualify here for race number 3 at USA with the
Monsters of Dirt.
The Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models is about to kick off here. First one's out on the track. Let's see who we got. Looks like Jacob Todd, Nick Swiger. Is that it? I don't know. We'll try to keep an eye on these drivers as they qualify. Looking at Jacob Todd right now, we also have a lot of other drivers out there, including Ryan Ray, Blake Bentley. But we're just waiting on that very first lap to come through so we can find out who the fastest is. Ryan Ray taking the white flag for his qualifying run. Devin Morgan on top of the leaderboard right now. 23.079 for Devin Morgan puts him in that number 1 spot. Trevor Holman sitting in second, 23.180. But here comes your points leader, Evan C. Throws down a whopper, and it's not from Burger King. The 22.994 is going to take over that number 1 spot and knock Devin Morgan back down to second. Dylan Petty comes through with a pretty good time, 23.082. Puts him in third. Corey Whitworth in fourth with a 23.082 as well. It's a tie ball game between third and fourth. Bob Rafferty rounds out your top 5 here in qualifying. But right now, your pole sitter is this man, the driver of the 33 machine, Evan C. out of VLR, Victory Lane Racing. And also your points leader coming in. Let's take a look at who else is we got. Let's see, the top 5's changing up. Dylan Petty in third, Corey Whitworth fourth, Josh Phillips fifth, Bailey Hip gonna come in sixth. Davin Cardwell sitting in seventh. Top 2 times still looking good for those two drivers. Garrett Nieberge's going to pull it up into the top 10, sitting ninth with his time. Looks like he's got a 23.153. And then Rod Tucker bumps Jason McConnell out of the top 10 with his 23.154. Look at the picture on this guy. Lord have mercy. 10th. That time he's going to run a 23.077. That's going to put him in third. Nice lap there by Rod Tucker. Beautiful car, as I said last time I seen it. Look at the paint job on that thing. He's shining and blinding out there. His fastest lap is going to be 23.072 for Rod Tucker. And Bailey Hip finishes up his qualifying run in 8th. Who else we got? Anybody out there? Kevin Kaufman is on the racetrack. Currently sitting 27th. 23.286 for Kevin Kaufman. And it looks like everybody else is qualified besides Britt Fair. He is about to put down his first lap this time by. It's going to be 23.652. I'm sure that's not quite the lap he was looking for, but a nice lap indeed, because he did better than I did. I'd have been in the 25s. Kevin Kaufman still sitting 27th with a 286. Let's see what he gets this time by off of turn number 4. Kevin Kaufman. And it looks like 27th is going to be the quick time for Kevin Kaufman. So that's going to do it for qualifying. Let's take a look at our results here. Evan C. 22.994 takes the pole. Devin Morgan, Rod Tucker, and Dylan Petty, along with Corey Whitworth, are going to round out your top 5 fastest here in qualifying. Let's move on. It is time for heat race number 1 to kick off, where Evan C. will be on the pole of this one, and he's going to have Davin Cardwell alongside him. You might see I did some updates. All right, let's do your starting grid. Check it out. Evan C. out of VLR sitting on the pole with a Twisted Motorsports. Davin Cardwell going to be alongside him in row 1. Row 2 is going to be Jason McConnell and Cole Henriksen. And row number 3, we got Steve Robbins and Chris Myers. Row 4, Anthony Cottle and Austin McGlone. And row number 5, Chris Wade and Derek Nichols. Row 6, we got Dustin Hall from Bad Racing with Matt Spinks on his outside. And last but not least, Chad Meadows. All right, who you got winning this one? You got Evan C., Davin Cardwell, Jason McConnell, Cole Henriksen, all those guys in the top 5. Who you got? Let's hear it. What's up, Tommy? Drivers making their way around the racetrack, getting set to go green for heat race number 1 for the
Monsters of Dirt.
The Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models are taking on USA International Speedway for their race number 3 of the season. And it's looking good for the driver of that 33 machine, Evan C. as he gets set to take us to the green flag here and get the racing action started. Twisted Motorsports, Davin Cardwell's going to be on his outside row. Right behind them, Jason McConnell and Cole Henriksen. I hear you. Watch out for that one-on-one machine of Cole Henriksen. Not only does he have a great looking paint job, but he knows how to get it done. Long way around here at USA. So it takes few minutes, I'd say. Probably 2 minutes to go around here. All right, here we go. Pace truck's about to pull off, and Evan C's gonna take us to the green. Running way down on the bottom. He had that left front down on that green stuff we call grass. We got a battle for the lead early. Davin Cardwell trying to put the pressure on Evan C. They go side by side off into turn number 1. Cardwell with the preferred line way down on the bottom. We got a battle behind them as they got a drag race off into turn number 3 for lap number 2. Wow, look at them bumping and banging a little bit. Evan C takes the lead back from Davin Cardwell. Cardwell wants that lead back. He makes a move. Jason McConnell riding right there, watching this all out of his front windshield, which they don't have a windshield, but you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be 5 laps to go. Davin Cardwell, he led a lap. Evan C, he led a lap. So we got 2 fast guys out here fighting for the win for heat race number 1 for a chance to start on the pole in the feature race coming up here tonight. Both of these drivers getting through the corner fairly well. Running the same line and about the same speed as you see how close they get down there towards that inside wall. Oh, trouble in the back. Looks like, was that Steve Robbins? Steve Robbins goes for a ride. Cardwell got about a car length between him and Evan C. As they come down the backstretch into 3, Davin with about a car and a half. He's starting to gain a little bit of gap between him and Evan C. And he's going to get the 2 to go this time by. Jason McConnell starting to pick it up as he pulls to the back bumper. They're going to go side by side for that number 2 spot. McConnell and Evan. It's going to be McConnell. Evan C seems to be struggling in heat race number 1, but he pulls back up to the inside. This is exactly what Davin Cardwell wants to see. Said, hey man, you deal with him. I don't want none. And McConnell and Evan still going at it. Evan makes it back around McConnell. Off of turn 4 for the final time. Cardwell wins this one fairly easy. Evan C is going to come in second. Jason McConnell's going to come in third as your top 4. Chris Myers is also going to advance. So we got Cardwell, C, McConnell, and Chris Myers. And we move on. Look at that. I know that car. That's Devin Morgan. He's got Trevor Holman behind him. See, I'm getting... to where I kind of remember these guys. All right, let's take you through the starting grid for heat race number 2. Devin Morgan starting on the pole in that VLR machine with Josh Phillips alongside him in row number 1. Row number 2 is going to be Trevor Holman, Adam Scalia, row 3, we got Ryan Stillwell. Kevin Kaufman's going to be alongside him in row number 3. Row 4, we got Tyler Hurst and Jacob Todd. And then row number 5, Jeremy Isabel, Ryan McCall alongside him. And in that final row, Nick Schweiger and Sean Stevens. How about that? Look at Sean with his little Mexican hat, looking like Cheech. Or is it Sean? It's Cheech, ain't it? Yeah, Cheech. Left that up there just a little extra longer than normal on purpose. All right, our leader Devin Morgan is going to be in control of the green flag here on this one, as we ride on board with our leader, our pole sitter, I should say. Looking out back, it's Trevor Morgan right there. Trevor Holman there, and Adam Scalia. Pace truck about to pull off. Here we go. Green flag is out. A lot of racing going on right here as we've got a battle for the lead already in turn number 3, just like in heat race number 1. Side by side down the front stretch, Josh Phillips and Devin Morgan battling for the lead. We got trouble. Ryan Stillwell up in the wall, as you see back in the distance. They get single file up front. Your leader, Devin Morgan, was able to hold off Josh Phillips. Phillips makes contact with the inside wall. That cost him a little bit of ground. Now there's a little bit of a distance between them. Adam Scalia in that final transfer spot. He's in the 119. You see your top 4 right there. The red car, that's Jacob Todd. He's the first one on the outside looking in, because only 4 will advance to the feature race here tonight for the Monsters of Dirt. It's looking good for Devin Morgan up front. Back on board with our leader, Devin Morgan. Looking off the back, you see Josh Phillips. He's trying to regain that ground he lost. And look, they are still way down on the bottom down there. Jacob Todd in that 95. Gonna have to step it up if he wants to get in that final transfer spot. P4. Right now he's sitting P5. All right, let's go on board. I tell you what, let's go on board with, well, can't see nothing. His visor's all dirty, but we're on board with Josh Phillips. Hits the inside wall once again. And now you see the gap between him and Devin. That might allow Trevor Holman to get up in the mix. Adam Scalia trying to gap ties Todd in the 95 to hold on to that transfer spot. Final time off of turn number 4. Our leader, Devin Morgan, he got it done starting from the pole, and he will take the win for heat race number 2. And here's your results. Devin Morgan, Josh Phillips, Trevor Holman, and Adam Scalia is going to be your top 4 that move on to the feature. And we move on to heat race number 3. And we all know who that is sitting right in front of us. Huh? Oh, Rod Tucker going to be on the pole of this one. Who you got? Come on, who you got? I like to know. All right, let's take you through our starting grid, starting with our leader. And we'll do it like this time. Rod Tucker going to be starting, taking us to the green. That number 1 spot. Bailey Hipp is going to be alongside him. In row number 2, Blake Bentley is going to be on the inside with Nick Quinn alongside him. Row 3, we got Blake Deppinett and Joey Reeder. And in row 4, Josh Indick. Look at that machine, huh? Nice. And we got Gene Wolf alongside him from Wolf Racing, I see. Row number 5 is going to be Bryce Nichols right here. He's going to have Ryan Martin alongside him. And row number 6, Donnie Gibson and Blake Bryant. I'm sorry, Mikey Bryant. All right, y'all ready? I know who you're going to pick for this one. You're definitely going to pick Rod Tucker. So I'm going to go with Bailey Hipp. Let's do it, Bailey. Come on, baby. Listen, revving it up. It was Bailey letting me know. He heard me. He said, I got this. Got this. Well, it's not going to be easy trying to get around Rod Tucker. All right, green flag waves. Here we go. Great start there by Rod Tucker. And we got a 3-way battle for the lead up front. Look at them side by side. Bailey Hipp, just like in all the other heat races, that outside pole position was challenging for that number 1 spot as they headed off into 3. Nothing different here in this one. Bailey Hipp, Rod Tucker still side by side. And of course, the 12 of Blake Bentley got his nose up in the mix. Blake Deppinett as well. Hipp and Tucker still going at it for the lead. Bailey Hipp didn't carry the speed that Rod Tucker carried off of turn number 4 that time. Let's see if he can get a good run on him here down the backstretch. Looks to the inside. Rod Tucker washes up the racetrack just a little bit. That gives Bailey the incentive to pull to his inside. Now we are back side by side off into turn number 1. 5 laps to go. And Tucker with the momentum off of turn 2 that time. Oh, trouble in the back. Looks like Josh Indick. Indick with that bobble. That puts him back in 9th. He's in 9th right now. Right now, your top 4, the ones that will transfer if it finishes right now, Rod Tucker, Bailey Hipp, Blake Bentley, and Blake Deppinett. I usually don't win when I pick a car. I think it's like a curse, so maybe I should stop picking them. Used to when I interviewed them, it was a curse, so I quit doing that. All right, Tucker goes back up the track a little bit. Bailey keeps it down on the bottom. 2 laps to go. Heat race number 3. Tucker's way out front. He's got a pretty good lead now. Your top 4 are separated. The first battle that we got side by side is for 5th. And they're going to be coming to the white flag this time. So we got to keep an eye on that battle. Bailey Hip. One more lap to get a pass done on Rod Tucker. But first, he's got to get there. Bailey Hip looking to make a move, couldn't get it done. Rod Tucker off a 4 for the final time. He's going to get that win for heat race number 3. And we're also going to have Bailey Hip, Blake Deppinett, and Blake Bentley is going to be your top 4. Some pretty good heat racing going on. Tell you what, starting outside pole's been all right. All right, let's move on to heat race number 4. They're going to take 4 more drivers. So let's do it. Your starting grid, starting on the pole. This one, Dylan Petty. He's going to have Bob Rafferty alongside him in row 1. Row 2, we're going to have Grant Parr on the inside with his teammate Shane Hawkinson on his outside. Row number 3, Ryan Ray. We're going to have Justin Rigsby in the 99 alongside him. Row 4, John Etheridge in this 421. He's got Josh Blanchard alongside him in row 4. Row 5, we got Brent Fair. Look at that. It looks great, man. Jake Hoffman's going to be alongside him in a 3. And we're going to have row 6, Dylan Blankenship in the 51. And to his outside, it's going to be Dan Stevens. All right, drivers are going to make their way down the backstretch for the final time before they go green in heat race number 4. Who's your pick? Dylan Petty will be the one with the best odds, or well, not the best odds, but the best chance at winning it. The best odds would be on who? Dylan Blankenship or Dan Stevens, I guess. Here we go. Dylan Petty puts that pedal down, and Bob Rafferty was sleeping just a little bit, baby. I don't know. I know it's hard to time it. Oh, trouble there. Looks like John Etheridge and the 99 of Justin Rigsby along with Dylan Blankenship. They get roughed up or roughed each other up, one of the two. I always see Etheridge out there. Man, he struggles, don't he? Looking good for Dylan Petty. The first time around, the second time around, he's got Bob Rafferty all on his heels. And look at Rafferty getting challenged by Shane Hawkinson. Hawkinson got that car going. All right, we got a battle for the lead. Petty and Rafferty are going to go at it for that number 1 spot. Rafferty gets a little, Shane Hawkinson. Hawkinson going to move up into that second position. Right now, it's Dylan Petty, Shane Hawkinson, Bob Rafferty, and Grant Parr as your top 4. And all 4 of them right there, you can see them. Ryan Ray's trying to get to the back bumper of Grant Parr. Maybe he can take that final transfer spot from that 48 machine of Parr. Rafferty trying to make a move there on Shane Hawkinson. Track seems to be, the groove seems to be moving up. They're not all the way on the bottom like they was. Big difference between heat race number 1 and heat race number 4. Track coming in quite a bit, man. Comes in fast, don't it? A little too fast, I'd say. We've only had, what, 20 laps? 30 laps put down on this thing, so it's already got a really black groove in it down there on the bottom. And Dylan Petty continues to lead. This time by, he'll get the white flag. Shane Hawkinson still in second. Bob Rafferty and Grant Parr. But here comes Ryan Ray. He gets ever so close to that 48. But he loses a lot of ground there on that exit. All right, looks like a battle for second here. Rafferty wants that second spot back. Will he get it? Doesn't look like it. Dylan Petty sends him off into 3 and 4 for the final time. Team Yardbird on the front of that thing. And he's going to take the checker flag. He's going to get the win for heat race number 4. Dylan Petty, Shane Hawkinson, Bob Rafferty, and Grant Parr. Your top 4. Another heat race coming up, and it is heat race number 5 of the night. 4 more drivers will advance. So let's talk about them. It's going to be the driver of the 69 machine starting pole position, Corey Whitworth. And he's going to have Garrett Nieberge on his outside, the number 19. Row number 2 is going to be Travis Card. And alongside him on the outside is going to be the JIR Motorsports machine of Jeff Isabel. Row 3, we got Jace Johns Root and Rob Tucker. And row number 4, Kyle Weisenberger, them gold rims. On the outside of him, he's going to have Josh Burton. Row 5 is going to be Joe Isabel out of JIR Motorsports. He's going to have Austin Good alongside him. And final row is going to be Chris Berger all alone. Tyler Gurrell scheduled to be in this one, but not on the racetrack. So let's go 19. All right, that's Garrett Nieberge starting outside pole in the VLR machine. Or at least it says VLR on it. Corey Whitworth gets the honors of sending them slideways off into turn number 1 and putting that hammer down to get heat race number 5 started. Off of turn 4, here we go, he does it. We are green. 8 laps. Top 4 will advance. And look at this, early Garrett Nieberge gets turned, heading off into turn 1. The 5J gets caught up in it. That's Joe Isabel, I believe, or Jeff, one of the Isabels. That was ugly. We had like 3 wide battle headed off into turn 1. Oh, contact in the back, and it looks like the 6 is going to go around. That is Joe Isabel. The 12 caught up in it as well. It's Rob Tucker. Garrett Nieberge gets it going again, but way behind. He's got the 15 of Austin Good. running with him there. Corey Whitworth is your leader. Travis Carr, Jace Johns-Rood, and Josh Burton is your top four. You hate to see it, man. All right, let's watch this final transfer spot for a second. All single file. And don't count Kyle Weisenberger out yet because the 19 right there of Josh Burton is within reach. As long as he can get to him, he might be able to get around him. So we'll keep an eye on that. Corey Whitworth leads another lap. Travis Card still in second. Jace Johns-Rood is your top three. Josh Burton. He's able to maintain the gap between him and Kyle Weisenberger. But up front, it looks like Travis Carr is starting to get a little bit quicker as this run goes on. He is right there on the back bumper of our leader, Corey Whitworth. Two laps to go for Corey Whitworth, Travis Carr, Jace Johns-Rood, and Josh Burton. They get higher and higher every lap, it seems like, but at least every heat race, the groove moves up higher and higher. The white flag was waving that time by for Whitworth. As he comes through turns number 1 and 2 and down the backstretch, he's got Travis Carr glued to his back bumper. Will Carr make a move for it here in 3 and 4? Corey Whitworth going to maintain that number 1 spot. He's going to get the win for heat race number 5. And we're also going to have Travis Carr in second, Jace Johns-Rood in third, and Josh Burton in that final transfer spot. It's your top 4. All right, the D mains coming up here. We got 4 drivers that will advance to the C. Yes. Yeah. All right. So we got a C main coming up with 4 drivers that make it to the B. And then it says 5 drivers will make it. Oh, it's a C. All right. There's a C, a B, and a feature still to go. Come on, get it right. Get it right. Let's talk about them. The D-Main starting grid. Matthew Spinks and Sean Stevens starting row 1. In row 2, we got Ryan Martin and Dylan Blankenship. Row 3, Joe Isabel and Steve Robbins. And in row number 4, Ryan Stillwell with Nick Quinn on his outside. Row 5, John Etheridge and Tyler Gurrell. And Chad Meadows, Anthony Monroe. A lot of these drivers are not in this, so we'll go through the ones that are. We got Matthew Spinks, Sean Stevens. Well, they're going to be on the front row. Dylan Blankenship and Joe Isabel. Then you got Ryan Stillwell, John Etheridge, and Chad Meadows. Ryan Martin, Steve Robbins, Nick Quinn, Tyler Gurrell, and Anthony Monroe not in this race. The B main's my favorite, I tell you what. I like the B main. USA International. Tell you what, it takes them a long time to pace around this thing. So hopefully the feature will be caution free. We won't have to worry about pace laps, right? Let's take a poll, man. Let's take a poll. How many think that it's going to be a caution-free feature tonight? Let's see, how many laps is it? It's going to be a 50-lap race here at USA. You think they can do 50 green flag laps in these limited late models? All right, coming off of turn 4, the pace truck pulling away. That 35 machine of Matthew Spinks is going to get him going here. Sean Stevens is in that, was he in the purple machine? Looks like purple and white. And he gets up out of the groove there. A couple of them make it by. He drops back to 6th quick. He said, hey, bud, I'm just out there running laps. I hear you, Chris and Travis and Chris. Guys, man, you know what's up. Hopefully it's not like that street stock race, man, and drivers actually show some respect. I don't know what the heck went on there. They're just running each other over and stuff. All right, 4 drivers are going to advance to the C main, and right now it's Matthew Spinks as your leader, Joe Isabel, John Etheridge, and Dylan Blankenship. Ryan Stillwell sitting in 5th, and Sean Stevens in that purple and white car you see back there. He's just getting some seat time right now. I'm watching this final transfer spot because Ryan Stillwell has been running about 0.2 faster than Dylan Blankenship, or about a 10th or so at least. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that final transfer spot. Ryan Stillwell might slide up in there and take it. Up front, Joe Isabel. Off of his front bumper is Matthew Spinks, which is quite a ways away, about 2.5, 3 car lengths separating first and second. Then you got John Etheridge sitting in 3rd. Look at the paint job on Joe Isabel there, sitting in 2nd, man. Beautiful paint job. He's going to have to step it up, though, because here comes John Etheridge looking to take over that 2nd position. 5 laps to go. Etheridge throws the slider across the nose. Isabel with that crossover. Now they're going to be side by side now. Etheridge with that line. Gonna take that high line from Joe. Joe tries to return the favor there, had to lift. That's gonna give that spot to Etheridge. Right now, Blankenship still in control of that 4th spot. Ryan Stillwell had a little bit of trouble. Looks like he's way back. He might be pulling it in the pits here with 3 laps to go. Look at that. Trying to get that spot from Etheridge, but Etheridge just powers by Joe Isabel that time. Made it look easy, but Joe said, hey, man, got to do something. White flag is out the final time around for these guys. Then they're going to have to go straight to a C main, I bet you, and starting the back. So should be interesting to see. Final time around and off of turn number 4. Matt Spinks going to get the win. John Etheridge, Joe Isabel, Dylan Blankenship is your top 4. All right, we got a lot of drivers in this one, so let's get ready for this. See who all we got. Your starting grid for the C main, where 4 drivers will advance to the B, and I believe they're going to take 5 more drivers to the feature race here. So we had what, 25 cars going to be in the feature. Donnie Gibson and Jake Hoffman starting in row 1. Row number 2's Robert Tucker and Derek Nichols. Row number 3, we got Ryan McCall and Josh Indick. And row number 4, it's going to be Dan Stevens and Austin Good. Row 5, Austin McGlone and Nick Schweiger. Row number 6, Mikey Bryan and Justin Rigsby. Row 7, Jeff Isabel and Matthew Speaks. Row number 8, John Etheridge and Joe Isabel. They was going at it in that last one. They're going to have to do it again here. Dylan Blankenship's going to round out your starting grid. And remember, only 4 drivers are going to advance to the feature. I'm sorry, to the B main, where they'll take 5 drivers. 5 more spots open for tonight's race. The 50 lapper coming up at USA tonight for race number 3, the Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models. Every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. These guys out there following that pace truck, getting ready. Who you think's going to win this one? Donnie Gibson, your pole sitter. Jake Hoffman sitting right there. All right, get ready, because we're about to go green right now. Green flag waves, and we're underway. 12 laps, and the top 4 will advance. Oh, big trouble, the 49. The caution out early. They don't even make it a half a lap, much less a whole lap, so let's find out. Let's take a look at the replay and find out what happened. Oh, somebody blinking out the 29. It's Austin McGlone. Dan Stevens. Matthew Spinks in that as well. That was a hard hit right there. See him get tangled up. If you're interested in running with the Monsters of Dirt, check out iRacingMonstersOfDirt.com. A lot of good information there. Anything you may need about the Monsters of Dirt or their schedule, All right, these drivers double foul once again. They're going to try it again. Donnie Gibson and Jake Hoffman, still your leaders up front. Robert Tucker and Austin Goods are going to be in row 2. Row 3, we're going to have Ryan McCall and Nick Schwager, and Justin Rigsby and Joe Isabel is going to be in row 4. Here we go. Green flag is back out here at USA. 9 laps to go. I believe it's going to be 8 laps to go, actually. Well, that was a lot better through 1 and 2. We got a side-by-side battle for that number 2 spot. And it looks like for the lead, he is rolling. Robert Tucker looks like he may have the car to beat. We got a car on his roof in the back. Dan Stevens, I believe caution does come back out here once again. You hate to see it, don't you? I do too. Well, oh, that's where it starts. It looks like the 51. We'll watch it. Oh yeah, he's connection issue there for Dylan Blankenship, and that had something to do with that first incident, but then this happened. Is that Justin Rigsby? Well, let's go back. May have just misjudged it. We'll jump on board with him and find out. Oh no, they wadded him up on the front stretch, and that knocked Justin Rigsby into the inside wall. And it was Joe Isabel, maybe? Let's find out who that was. Yeah, I believe so. All right, we'll watch this one more time. These cautions are long anyways, so we'll just spend most of the night watching the wrecks. How about that? Man, old Rigsby got hit a couple times, didn't he? Joe get it straightened back out, but old Rigsby just couldn't do it. Lucky Joe, huh? Let's watch it from Joe's. Let's get in here with Joe and find out what it was like to be inside the car. There it is. Look like him and Etheridge got tangled up. All right, we'll go back live. These guys getting ready to go back racing. We got plenty of time to watch some wrecks, that's for sure. And these cautions, I believe they 54 seconds a lap. So they got to make like 2 or 3 of them. So you got like 3 minutes or 4 minutes every time the caution comes out. All right, we're about to go back green right here with 3 laps to go. Top 4 is going to move on to the B main. Look at the start that Robert Tucker got on the outside. They're going to continue to battle side by side here. Donnie Gibson has them clear as they go off into turn 3. For 2 to go this time by. Right now, Etheridge in that final transfer spot. He gets up out of the groove. Here comes the 3 of Jake Hoffman. Hoffman will gladly take that final transfer spot from that 4-2-1 of John Etheridge. Just like Robert Tucker would love to take that lead from Donnie Gibson, but Gibson able to keep him out. Behind him, white flag is out. Oh, Etheridge off into the corner. He sent it into the 15 of Austin Good. And that's going to push Austin Good up the racetrack there. Now, John Etheridge is in that 3rd transfer spot here. And then off of turn 4 for the final time. Contact between Gibson and somebody. I don't know who that was. But your top four is going to be Robert Tucker with the win, Donnie Gibson, John Etheridge, and Jake Hoffman. Let's go watch it. Hoffman was able to hang on to it to keep that transfer spot. Look at this. Oh, the 15, not so much. And Joe Isabel just barely missed getting a transfer spot. Let's watch it one more time. Why not? Okay. Fine. I'm having fun watching the wrecks tonight. I'm enjoying it. All right, let's do it. Let's go through our starting grid for the B main. It looks like 5 drivers are going to advance. And let's see who it is. Cole Henriksen and Jacob Todd's going to be on row 1. All right. Row 2 is going to be Bryce Nichols and Ryan Ray. And in row 3, Kyle Weisenberger and Anthony Cottle. Row 4, we got Tyler Hurst and Joey Reeder. Look at all them cars, man. Row 5 is Brent Fair and Chris Berger. Row number 6, we got Chris Wade and Kevin Kaufman. Row 7, Gene Wolfe and Josh Blanchard. Row 8, Garrett Nieberge and Dustin Hall. They got their work cut out for them, let's just say that. Row number 9 is going to be Jeremy Isabel and Robert Tucker. Row 10, Donnie Gibson and John Etheridge. And the final car in your starting grid tonight, Jake Hoffman. This is the B main. Top 5 will make the big show. Look at all the cars, man. 21 drivers, but only 5 are going to advance. He said, Kyle Weisenberg, ATVHitchReceivers.com. ATVHitchReceivers.com. Kyle Weisenberger in the 762. He's going to be starting inside 3rd row. All right, we're about to go back racing here at USA. Couple drivers getting into the wall there on that restart. Let's watch these guys a little bit further back because I know they're going to be going at it. Oh, trouble up front. The 762, Kyle Weisenberger, and another driver on their lid. Brent Fair. All right, let's take a look. Let's watch it. Oh, he got turned on the straightaway. Oh, this happened up front. Look at that. Wow. Let's watch that again. Oh, that's a... What happened there? That's what I want to know. Brakes go out. I mean... Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, off into the corner really awkwardly. All right. And look at the... Oh, you see the last guy come through? Who is that? The blue car right there. Bam. One more hit. All right, let's go back live. All right, your running order right now. It's going to be, this restart will be Cole Henriksen and Jacob Todd side by side. We got Bryce Nichols and Ryan Ray in the second row. Anthony Cottle and Joey Reeder will be in the third row. Tyler Hurst and Chris Berger in the fourth. And in fifth row, we got Josh Blanchard and Kevin Kaufman. Cole Henriksen's going to be bringing them to the green.
Here we go.
Green flag waves, and we are back racing. It's going to be 9 laps to go. Got a car around in the back. The 3 goes around as well. Jake Hoffman back there. Donnie Gibson, I believe. No, Jeremy. It's either Jeremy Isabel or Donnie Gibson, I believe, caught up in that as well. The caution does not come out, so we stay green. All right, caution is out. Now it is. I believe that 95 was having trouble. Oh, maybe not. Who is it? Not the 95. Let's find out who it was. And there you have it right there. We'll get another angle if we can. Let's see. They get together on the straightaway there. Oh, Etheridge, man. Oh, there comes the 25. Oh, Lord. Let's ride with him. Send it. Coming through. Excuse me. Oh, well. I don't think the caution was out yet. So, you know, in his defense, yeah, it was still green. So, all right, it's going to be Cole Henriksen and Jacob Todd in row 1, Bryce Nichols, Ryan Ray in row 2. Row 3 is Anthony Cottle and Joey Reeder. Row 4, Kevin Kaufman and Chris Berger. And row 5, Tyler Hurst and Garrett Nieberge. Let's see if we got 5. We got 5 laps to go this time. It's going to be a 4-lap race to the end. And top 5 will advance. Right now, Henriksen, Todd, Ray, Nichols, and Cottle, your top 5. I hear you, pork chop, man. Yes, sir. It's rough. It's rough out there, man. I'm telling you. I went to race dirt one time. I felt like I was in high school and I got bullied. Somebody took my lunch money. I was like, all right, fine. It's like, get out of the way. Move over. You too slow. All right. All right, green flag waves once again. It will be 4 laps to go. Top 5 will advance. more trouble. Etheridge in that as well. Etheridge a magnet for Rex this season. Let's go look at it. Yeah, when I was on the check, they said, move over. You need to move over. You ain't fast enough. Get out of here. Go practice. You can't race at 3:30 in the morning. Hey, I waited till 3:30 in the morning, man, but apparently, you know, they're not very welcoming in the dirt side, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's go watch this wreck. How about that? Oh, let's see if we can get a better angle on that. So I don't watch it. I don't watch it. Oh, he gets caught in his right rear, turns him up the track in front of the 642 of Gene Wolfe. And of course, Donnie Gibson in that one as well, the 25 and the 421, man, having a lot of bad luck. He's going to come off pit road with a new race car and give it a go once again. Up front, Cole Henriksen is still a leader. And then Jacob Todd, Ryan Ray, Bryce Nichols, and Joey Reeder.
You sound cheesy, man.
I don't like Reese's anyways. That's right, Dan. All right, we're going to give this a go one more time. It will be 2 laps to finish this one off, and 5 drivers will advance. Right now, it's Henriksen, Todd, Ray, Nichols, and Reeder. Mute it. Close it. Something. All right, let's try this once again. Cole Henriksen steps on that loud pedal. Oh, we got a 3-wide battle in the back. They're 3 wide for 8th. And we got a big wreck. Nope. No more cautions. The white flag's out. Nichols throws a slider across the nose of the 95. That ain't Nichols. That's Jacob Todd. Who is that? All right, that's going to do it. Either way, Cole Henriksen, Bryce Nichols, Jacob Todd, Ryan Ray, and Tyler Hurst are going to be your top 5 cars that transfer. All right, 25 cars made it, and it wasn't easy. It ain't easy being wheezy, baby. What'd you think about the racing?
Well, it was all right. There's a few accidents. I didn't really like them. I don't like it when they wreck.
Yeah, well, you know, it's dirt racing, man. You're gonna have it. You're gonna have wrecks. They like to lean on each other and.
Well, I know, but it just cautions take too long.
Well, gotta clean the track up. All right, final practice. We got about 4.5 minutes before this thing kicks off. Last week, Evan C. got the win at Knoxville. Jordan Casey got a win at Lernerville in race number 1. Who's going to park it in victory lane for race number 3 here at USA? For the
Monsters of Dirt.
The Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models is about to run 50 laps here at USA International Speedway. Will Evan C. make it 2 in a row? We are on board that 33 VLR machine with Evan C. Or will it be somebody new? Rod Tucker's here, Trevor Holman. We got a lot of fast cars out there. But we're only going to have one winner tonight. And you hear him working that throttle. He's in there putting in work right now. The fastest lap on the racetrack is from Evan C. He ran a 23.021. Devin Morgan sitting in second. He's got that second fastest time. See, Morgan goes around there. Trevor Holman is third. Third quick here in final practice, coming up on a minute and a half left before this thing kicks off. I hear you, Dan. I hear you. All right, final practice is over, so we're going to move on to the main event, the feature race here tonight for the Monsters of Dirt Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models here at USA International Speedway. 25 fast drivers. Who's going to get the win and park it in victory lane? Just going to have to wait and see. 50 laps is a long way to go. That's for sure. All right. We're going to have a Twisted Motorsports machine starting on the pole. It's going to be Davin Cardwell, the 07. So we take you through our starting grid. Devin Morgan's going to be alongside him in the 112. the Victory Lane Racing Machine, VLR. Right behind them in row number 2, we're going to have Rod Tucker from Dark Horse Motorsports with Dylan Petty on his outside. Row 3, Corey Whitworth and Evan C. And row number 4, we're going to have Josh Phillips and Bailey Hipp. Row 5 is going to be Shane Hawkinson and Travis Card. Row 6, we're going to have Jason McConnell and Trevor Holman. And in row 7, Blake Deppinen and Bob Rafferty. Row 8, Jace Johns Rude and Chris Myers. And in row number 9, looks like Adam Scalia and Blake Bentley. Row 10, Grant Parr and Josh Burton. And in row number 11, Cole Henriksen and Bryce Nichols going to be on his outside. Row 12, Jacob Todd in the 42 or the 95. He's going to have, it looks like, Ryan Ray alongside him. And last but not least, it's going to be Tyler Hurst in that 58 machine. Drivers are doubled up and ready to go. Davin Cardwell takes us to the green flag to kick this thing off. Here we go. Out front, Davin Cardwell's off to a good start with Devin Morgan sitting in second. Rod Tucker's in third. All three of those drivers are single file. And we got a side-by-side battle going on between Dylan Petty and Corey Whitworth for that 4th spot. Oh, the caution is out. We got a car around. Looks like it may be. I'm not sure. I didn't catch that one, so we'll have to look on the replay and find out. Let's take a look. If we can find it. I'm not sure who that was. There it is. Ryan Ray. Yeah, it might have been him. Oh, it happened right there. Cole Henriksen was able to keep his car going in the right direction. Something happened to Ryan Ray. Not sure what it was, though. Let's go on board with him. Oh, it's got a technical issue there. I know exactly what that, I know what that is. His steering wheel's locked. He lost all control of his steering on that one, so that's why we're under caution. You hate to see it for Ryan Ray, but you know, every now and then you have technical issues. This thing started off great until that. There's nothing you can do about that. Davin Cardwell has led all the laps here tonight. Devin Morgan sitting in second. Rod Tucker sitting in third. Dylan Petty's going to be on his outside in that row. Right behind them will be Evan C. and Corey Whitworth, and then Josh Phillips, Bailey Hipp. In row 5, we're going to have Trevor Holman and Travis Card. Lights are off on the pace truck. So you know what that means. We're about to go back green flag racing here at USA. And it's going to be on Davin Cardwell once again to send us to the green. Let's ride on board. Or let's watch this restart. Up front, they giving plenty of room to each other. A three-way battle with Evan C. in the middle. The 6 is Josh Phillips. He's down way on the bottom of that green and black. Black and green. They're going to go side by side once again. Corey Whitworth battling with Dylan Petty there. Right in front of them. There's a battle going on between Rod Tucker and Devin Morgan, but it looks like Devin Morgan is going to take that spot away from Rod Tucker there. If he already didn't have it. I mean, you know, Tucker did make a move, tried to get that spot from him. But this battle going on between Whitworth and Petty is still active. While all this is going on, our leader out front, Davin Cardwell, able to increase that lead over Devin Morgan, but only a tick faster that time by Devin Morgan with a little bit faster lap time than your leader, Cardwell. Still a long way to go in this one, roughly 40 laps. These two continue to battle for that 4th spot. Won't be long. Evan C. will be sticking his nose in there trying to get a piece of that 4th position as well. Finally, they get sorted out there. Corey Whitworth going to win the battle between him and Dylan Petty. Looks like Evan C. starting to pick up the pace as he is moving forward. And he's looking to the inside of Dylan Petty right now. Petty going to put it up on the high side there as Corey Whitworth goes at it with Rod Tucker. Rod not going to forfeit that spot just yet, but Whitworth going to put that hammer down and take over. Not going to slide up in front of Tucker. Probably could have. He had him clear there. They're going to continue to battle for that 3rd spot. Devin Morgan is in the clear to run down Davin Cardwell if he's got the car to do it. But last time by, Davin Cardwell, the fastest lap on the track, a 23.887. Devin Morgan with a 24.007. Some of these guys may get better as the fuel burns off here in this 50-lap race. And Evan C. coming off of a win last week at Knoxville. I know he would love to make it 2 in a row and park it in victory lane, but he's got to get around Rod Tucker, Corey Whitworth, Devin Morgan, and Davin Cardwell if he wants to do so. Still plenty of time to get it done. About 32 laps to go. Whitworth and C running right along the bottom of that inside wall. Josh Phillips trying to battle Dylan Petty for that spot. That is for 6th. Petty gonna pull that slider off. Takes that high line away from Dylan Petty. Gets a little tap from Petty there. Petty wasn't happy about that move he made. Here comes Bailey Hipp. McConnell. You see him get a little bit squirrely down on the backstretch. Possibly a little bit of contact right there. Up here we got Evan C pulling up to the back bumper of Rod Tucker. Davin Cardwell and Corey Whitworth, the fastest 2 cars on the racetrack besides Evan C. Evan C had the fastest lap of all the drivers. Tucker chooses to stay up on the top side of the racetrack. Now Evan C is going to be on his inside. That is for 4th between those two. Corey Whitworth up to 3rd. Devin Morgan still trying to catch up to Davin Cardwell, and it looks like he's pulling up to his back bumper. The last 2 laps, Devin Morgan had ran about 2/10 faster than Davin Cardwell, and that allowed him to get where he's at now. If he can just make a move on that 07, we might have a new leader coming up this time. Both drivers to the bottom of the racetrack. Morgan is there. Running the bottom in 3 and 4, then they go back to the top in 1 and 2. A little bit of a strategy thing. Why not just run the top? Not sure. But we gotta watch this battle. Devin Morgan goes for a slider. That's gonna put them side by side off into turn number 3. Morgan with the preferred line since they were running the top. But Cardwell's gonna prevail with the lead as they cross the line this time by. It's gonna be Cardwell, then Morgan. And just as I said, we got another battle. Morgan's making moves out there, but Cardwell figures out a way to get back around him. These two exchanging sliders and moves for the lead. All right, we do got a new leader, Devin Morgan. So no grip in there. I got you. I got you. Interesting battle going on between Cardwell and Morgan. Cardwell led about 30 laps almost. Morgan ran him down and took the lead. Can Cardwell come back and get that lead back? Here comes Evan C. Evan has been fighting his way up through the field right now. He's up to fourth. And the caution comes out. That's going to rack them back up, but this time it's going to be Devin Morgan taking us to the green flag. Let's see if we can find out why we're under caution real quick. All right, I believe we found it here. This guy's having some issues with his connection there. Might have been the reason that happened. We're looking at Josh Burton. Burton had disappeared there for a minute and came back. That's when you seen the contact. He disappeared a couple times off of the screen, so that's why we're under caution. All right, let's see. What can we do? I was going to say we could try to get a talk with one of these drivers, but not going to happen. Most of these drivers don't have a radio on them tonight, so can't talk to them. It is tracks like this that does give us that opportunity, especially as far as asphalt, you know, running asphalt. There's plenty of time under caution to get an interview in with a driver, but on dirt, not so much. But we will try to talk to these top three after the race. All right, on this restart, it's going to be Devin Morgan and Davin Cardwell on the first row. We're going to have Corey Whitworth and Evan C. in row 2. Row 3 will be Jason McConnell and Rod Tucker. Rod Tucker will be on the inside. All right, they racked them and stacked them back up, and here we go. Morgan about to set them loose. Cardwell times that restart fairly decent as we head off into turn number 1 once again. Big wreck in the back. No caution just yet. Another wreck. And the caution does come out that time. Cautions breed cautions, you say. I believe Rod Tucker, we got a piece of, or was that Rod? Yeah. Old Rod Tucker caught up in some of that. He was able to keep it straight, but Bryce Nichols goes around along with Shane Hawkinson. And then we had whatever happened in the back. Let's see, who's back there? The 4. Let's see the 4, and then I believe Donnie Gibson, maybe. All right, let's watch this one. How about that? That little bit of contact causes a big pile of mess. We'll watch it again, but oh. Wow. All right, well. It's been a fairly good race. I enjoyed it here so far. We're only on caution number 3 tonight. And this thing's coming to an end fairly quickly. It's going to be about 10 laps to go. Yeah, that was 2 big wrecks there, all in 1 lap. Practically took out a lot of good drivers. A lot of them involved in that, so. This might be good for Devin Morgan. Davin Cardwell does drop back to 4th though after starting outside pole on that restart. So he did lose a couple spots. So it looks like this. Devin Morgan and Corey Whitworth starting on row 1. Row 2, Evan C. and Davin Cardwell. Then we got Jason McConnell and Travis Card. Let's see what happens here because the green flag is back out. More trouble on the racetrack, and that's going to shorten this thing up once again. Let's watch it. How about it? Oh, Bryce Nichols right there. Let's watch it again. Oh, the 6 may have came up into Rod Tucker right there. And look at the 6. He goes for a ride. That's Josh Phillips in that 6 machine. This is on board Rod Tucker's number 12. Say another good one while we got time. Let's ride with this guy, Josh Phillips. Look like he got the worst end of it. Oh, that'll make you dizzy. That'll make you dizzy. All right. Well, these guys up front are ready to duke it out. They're going to have to make a way around one more time, I believe. Devin Morgan, Corey Whitworth, Evan C., Davin Cardwell, and Jason McConnell is the top 5. Evan C. up to 3rd. Watch out. Evan C., your points leader coming into tonight. Take a look. Over Kevin Dedman. I believe Dedman's over at the VLR race. Devin Morgan only 15 points behind. A fun fact is VLR has won every late model race here on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Evan C's got 2 of those wins. And we are back racing. Oh, no trouble up front, but they get it sorted out. We're going to stay green up until now, I believe. Yep, the caution will come out. Who was our leader? Devin Morgan was leading. Evan C. looks like may have picked off another spot. Puts him up in 2nd, so he may be starting on the front row of this one. On this restart with only a couple laps to go. And if that's the case, don't count him out because he could definitely win this thing. Shane Hawkinson having trouble, man. I tell you what, he gets beat up on out there. I know the feeling. Looking off the back bumper of Evan C, you see Jason McConnell right there. Top 5, Devin Morgan, Evan C, Corey Whitworth, Jason McConnell, and Davin Cardwell drops back to 5th. Oh, I guarantee it, Jason. Guarantee it. All right, we're going to have a 3-lap shootout to the end of this one. Not what I thought was going to happen, but it should make it interesting between Devin Morgan and Evan C. They're going to have Corey Whitworth and Jason McConnell right behind them in row 2. Row 3 is going to be Davin Cardwell and Travis Card. You're going to have Bob Rafferty and Bailey Hipp, Grant Parr and Blake Deppin as your top 10 drivers on this restart. And Devin Morgan's going to send us back to green for the final time, I hope. Morgan around the top side, your leader. He's going to come off of turn 2 with the lead. Evan C clears Corey Whitworth. Cardwell moves up to 4th. White flag is out. The final time around USA International Speedway for Devin Morgan, or will Evan C take the lead off of turn number 4? The win's gonna go to Devin Morgan. Evan C's gonna bring it home in 2nd. Corey Whitworth gonna finish in the top 3. Great finish to a great race there. Congratulations to Devin Morgan on the win, as he got it done tonight. Team VLR with another victory here in the late models. That's going to make it 4 wins for Team VLR, as Devin Morgan parks his car down on the front stretch. We're going to get ready for driver interviews, and we're going to talk to Devin Morgan, Evan C, and Corey Whitworth. So if you're interested in hearing that, then stick around. But first, let's talk about our race results for tonight's race number 3 for the Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models with the
Monsters of Dirt.
Devin Morgan gets the win, Evan C in 2nd, Corey Whitworth 3rd, Davin Cardwell, Jason McConnell is going to round out your top 5. Bailey Hipp, Blake Deppin, Bob Rafferty, Travis Card, and Grant Parr is going to round out the top 10. Dylan Petty, Tyler Hurst, Blake Bentley, Trevor Holman, Cole Hendrickson, Jacob Todd, Rod Tucker, Josh Burton, Adam Scalia, and Shane Hawkinson. And your last but not least, it's going to be Bryce Nichols, Josh Phillips, Jace Josrud, Ryan Ray, and Chris Myers. to round out your race results here for tonight. And of course, the Monsters of Dirt couldn't do it without all the great people out there like you guys that are out there watching. And all the great people you see on the screen right now, like Checkers and Wreckers, Dark Horse Motorsports, AC2 Skins, iRacing iFlag, Ryan Ray Plumbing, The Hub, JIR Motorsports, Twisted Motorsports, Black and White Sports, and E Construction Materials. Believe? All right, let's talk to our third place finisher tonight. It is Mr. Corey Whitworth. Corey, is Jay Weezy, you got a copy?
Yes, dude.
Hey, man, what a race out there tonight. A lot of green flag laps, and you come out of this thing, man, looking pretty good. Sitting third. Tell us about it tonight.
Shoot, man, I never really pushed the car very hard. I just kind of got behind those fast guys and just held on as best I could. And I got up to third there for a little bit and watched a pretty good race between Devin and Davin there. It was definitely a good seat to watch that show, and we had a restart, and the restarts were really helping me. I was getting really lucky, being able to start on the bottom, which the top in 1 and 2 is where you really wanted to be late in the game, but you can make it work and get into 3 and 4 is where you really wanted to be on the bottom, and you could hold them off and get back to the top in 1 and 2. So I was just trying to drive as smart as I could and try not to piss anybody off tonight.
Yeah. Well, we know you've been killing them, man, in those street stocks. Maybe not this season, man, but pretty dominant in there. And you looked really good out there tonight in the limiteds here at USA. Is this one of your favorite tracks?
Yeah, it seems to change a little bit more, and then the faster lines change throughout the night a little bit better than most of the other tracks. And yeah, it's pretty racy. It's such a long straightaway deal, and the corners are pretty slowy. I said slowy, that's not anymore. Slow down. You got to slow down quite a bit to get in the corner and get through the corner like you need to. So it's definitely a good racy track in my opinion.
Yeah, man, you think you could have done anything differently, man, and probably come off with the win for this thing? Or was you just kind of happy with third and just trying to keep it clean?
I'm definitely happy with third. I think if I could have ever got the chance to get up there and race with Devin a little bit, who knows what could have happened. He's definitely a shoe, and he doesn't make very many mistakes. So
yeah,
it was a pretty good race on my part, and just ready for tomorrow night, I guess, with the All-Star seal.
Yeah, I can't wait for that, man. I enjoyed watching it tonight. Great job, great run. Going to finish third. You want to thank anybody?
Yeah, I just got to thank the whole team at Southern Sim Racing. Got to thank you for doing the broadcast, John and Ryan and all his guys with Monsters of Dirt, and I can't forget Chubb. Yeah, they do a fantastic job getting these races put on. It's a pretty straightforward, no bull crap league, and I really appreciate those guys for trying to keep everything as calm as they can. And I know I've kind of been stirring the pot all day today, but you kind of get fed up with some stuff and people calling you what you're really not. It doesn't really make a difference. It doesn't change how I drive. I race everybody as clean as I can. I mean, you can ask Evan. I race with him. He and I race. Hell, that's all I do is follow that guy. But I mean, we've had several pretty good races this year, and I don't think I've touched him not once. And that's just I don't know, man. I think
every time I've seen you out there, man, you've always showed a lot of respect. And same thing here tonight. You coming out here with a pretty clean car and a third place finish, so you did something right.
Yeah. One more person I need to thank is Mike at Mike M Designs for keeping me looking good. He did a kick-ass job on this car, and I'm super thankful for all that he does for me and my whole team.
Yeah, man, it looks good. Looks really good, man. Good job tonight, and it was good talking to you, Corey.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
All right, bud. All right, that was your third place finisher. Let's move on to Mr. Evan C., the driver of the 33, started sixth tonight. He's going to come home second. Evan, it's Jay Weezy. Got your ears on?
Yeah, I got you.
I tell you what, man, you VLR guys is just dominating the late models over here at the Monsters of Dirt. Between you, you've got 2 wins, one here, one in the All-Stars. You got Jordan Casey, Blake Majulis. You guys really hitting it off, man. And tonight you're going to come home second after coming from 6th, 7th back there. You kept it pretty clean. You think you had anything for the leader?
Yeah, maybe if I had a couple more laps, I might would have been able to get underneath Devin there, but no, I don't know. We were just kind of taking our time getting up through the field, and you could pass someone, but you know, you had to get a pretty good run on him to pass someone, and so it just all depended on if someone made a mistake or just maybe chose the wrong line to run, if he could get around him. And but yeah, we was able to pick up really a lot of positions just off the cautions there kind of late in the race, and I just barely was able to clear Corey down the back stretch there, one to go, and you know, hang on down low for it and get second there.
Yeah, well, you can't pick off those positions without having a wheel man behind the wheel man, and we all know Evan C's a wheel man. You just come up one short here tonight, man. You can come home second, though, coming in as the points leader, and it's looking good for you. I believe you're going to have like a 10-point lead, maybe a little less, over Devin Morgan. But you guys, man, put on a heck of a show tonight, man. Congratulations on your finish. You want to thank anybody?
Yeah, I just want to thank Team VLR, Kevin Deadman, Dirty and Grass, Soul, Capron, Screen Printing, Jim Emery at Supermoon Graphics, iRacing iFlag, Captain Ben Morgan, and thank y'all for doing the broadcast and Monsters of Dirt for the series.
Yeah, man, great job out there tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
You got it, bud. All right, let's move on to our winner tonight, Devin Morgan. He pulled it off. After starting outside pole position, he led 22 laps to bring home this thing in victory lane. Devin, it's Jay Weezy. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you loud and clear.
Hey, like I told Evan, you VLR guys, man, you've been killing it out there in these late models. And once again, VLR in victory lane with you as the driver, Devin Morgan. Good job out there tonight. How'd you pull it off?
You know, just being able to kind of found that line a little bit earlier than Davin there, and was able to close in, and he picked it up real quick, and I was just a tick better than him up there on the top of 1 and 2, and then I basically all race long I'd been better on the bottom of 3 and 4 than him, and I just had to string the laps together and was able to hit the sliders in the right spots I wanted to, and when I cleared them I just took sail, and I didn't want to see them cautions, but
yeah.
We were able to hold on.
Absolutely, man. You closed a 0.4 of a second lead there like it was nothing there. And in like 2, maybe 3 laps, you was right on his back bumper. What was going through your mind when you was setting him up for a pass?
I just knew I had to get him quick because, you know, them green flag laps, they don't last forever. So when I had the opportunity to strike right there, I had to jump on it instantly. And it was a big debate for myself to decide if I should go then or wait a little bit longer, but I think I made the right call on when to go.
Absolutely. I totally agree, man. Hey, great job on the win tonight, and Team VLR 1-2. So good job for you guys, man. It's a very, very fun, interesting race to watch, and you're going to come out of here with the victory. And I believe you're going to close that points lead there. Let's take a look at the points while we're here, while we got a chance. You come in 15 points behind Evan C tonight, so you might close it barely, but it's better than losing any points tonight.
Yeah, we picked up a little bit of points. At first it looked like we were going to be able to close in pretty well, but Evan, This is one of his best tracks. He loves the tracks where you can't really wall ride, and he's the best at them, and simple as that. And you just drove up through the field.
Hey, man, you guys knocked it out of the park tonight as a team. So congrats to both of you guys. And congratulations to you, man, for picking up the win tonight. You want to thank anybody?
Yeah, I gotta thank my mom, my dad, Splash and Go Graphics, Dreamer Racing Series, Team VLR, MNC for all the, the coaching.
Yeah. It's always good to have great teammates, man. And you guys are awesome. So, hey, man, I really enjoyed it. Go celebrate with your buddy, Evan.
Thank you.
All right. That was Devin C. Devin C. All right. I'm going crazy up here, Devin. All right. That was Devin Morgan, the winner tonight here at USA for race number 3 with the Monsters of Dirt, the Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models at the USA International Speedway. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. Team VLR is going to walk out of here 1-2. And Corey Whitworth going to finish on the podium as well. So great job by all the drivers out there tonight. They put on a great show. And of course, Monsters of Dirt would like to thank all the people to help make all this possible, like all the people that's watching and all the drivers that showed up. You guys are awesome. We definitely appreciate you here over at SRTV Network. So for me, Jay Weezy, for the Monsters of Dirt and the Dark Horse Motorsports Crate Escape Limited Late Models tonight, Devin Morgan put it in victory lane. Tomorrow we'll be back with the Checkers and Wreckers All-Star Race. So don't miss that. Until next time, keep getting dirty. How about that?